Hello, my name is Jesse Wadkins and I am applying for the lead teacher position. I'd like to discuss my education philosophy first. The most important thing to me is to have passion. Passion for teaching, passion for learning, passion for the students. I want the students to know that I take this very seriously, that I care, and that I'm putting in 100% at all times, and hopefully that attitude becomes infectious to them. I want to always be accessible to students and parents. I want students to know that they can come to me at any time for academic problems or personal problems or anything that may be getting in the way of their learning. I want parents to know that they can access me through email or phone to discuss situations with their students and overcome any hurdles that their students are having with learning. I want to be a positive role model for the students. I want to be a good example as far as they see me putting in 100% and they know that I am somebody that they can look up to and come to. I want to always seek improvement. I don't want to become a teacher that becomes complacent and just does the same thing over and over again because it's easy. I want to always be working to find a better way to teach, a better way to learn, a better way to reach my students. And I want to make my class fun. I think that having a fun classroom and being entertaining is a great way to keep the students engaged and attentive, and there's a lot of distractions out there, and if I can keep their attention on the subject at hand and make them forget that they're learning, then all the better. My classroom management plan is very simple. I want my students to have respect for each other and show that respect. I don't want any of my students scared to raise their hand and answer a question for fear they're going to be ridiculed. My students will understand that that will not be tolerated. I want them to feel safe and secure and treat each other how they want to be treated. I'm firm but fun. I like to have fun, I like to be entertaining, but when the time comes to get down to business, students need to know that I would not tolerate distractions or interruptions in the learning. The model of teaching I would like to see is the reverse classroom, where students go home and they watch videos on lectures or demonstrations, and then they come to school the next day and we discuss the videos and have interactions and give feedback, and then we work on the homework in the class so that I can provide individual attention to the students who are struggling, and the students who are doing well can also provide attention and assistance to the students who are having a harder time. I think this is great for time management because I don't spend all my time lecturing, which may not be reaching all of the students, and then I can provide more individual attention, which they couldn't get at home. And I think it helps with homework because they don't go home and have all the distractions. They're in class and they don't have anything else to do. And if they go home, they get stuck, and there's nobody to help them. I like it better in class where there's many more resources to help them work through it. The role of my students in the classroom is I want them to be active participants. I want them to be providing feedback. I want them to be using their cognitive brain and thinking and using critical thinking. I want them to have a sense of ownership of the class. And I want them to know that I value their input, and I don't just think that they're there to be little robots and do what I tell them. I want them to be thinking and actively participating. For the inclusive professional learning community, to me this means meeting with staff and colleagues to collaborate on ideas and situations, and bringing things to the table, sharing new discoveries we may find on learning and teaching, bringing concerns to administration, and possibly discussing students, some who may need individual help, or some who may be doing very well, and find out how best to help them reach their potential. What you can expect in my class is community and respect. Students help each other, they respect each other, they don't tear each other down, they feel safe, and enthusiasm for learning from both myself and my students, and a positive attitude. I thank you for your consideration. Good night.